One of the biggest turnoffs for men that a lot of women get wrong is making it into a competition with other men. If that man is in your life, he knows you, you know him. He does not want to have to compete for your love, for your attention against other men. He wants you to make that choice. He doesn't want to convince you or to somehow wiggle his way in because it doesn't feel right to him. Men think very differently than women. Women actually, this is a secret about women, guys, is that women don't mind a competition early on. Early on, women don't mind the competition. They actually oftentimes are more attracted to men in which they have to compete for against other women. But that's why women get it wrong, because they make the assumption that men think like them. But what's very different is that, yes, men want a woman that is high value, right? So that woman might have a lot of options, but that doesn't mean that that woman is entertaining all of those options, and definitely not getting them all together and pushing them in his face and saying, here's your competition. Women that are high quality women that have a lot of options, they will actually see a high value man and the man that she's interested in, and she will push aside the other men, right? And she will just kind of either let them drop off on their own, or she will just blatantly tell them, look, I'm interested in somebody else, go away. And when she does that, oh, that man that already sees her as high value, right? It's not the fact that she's pushing away men that makes her high value. It's just the fact that she is already being viewed as high value by this man. And then he witnesses her pushing aside the other men for him because she likes him. That is attractive. What men don't want to go through is they don't want you to have a whole bunch of men around you, and then for weeks and for months he's kind of there, he's in or he's out of the crowd. He's in to the crowd, he's out of the crowd. He does not want to go through that. And it is not about being insecure. It is actually just that he doesn't want to put his efforts towards somebody that doesn't appreciate it, right? Because if she's taking on a lot of efforts from a lot of different men, that means that she can't really appreciate that one man's efforts, right? Because she's comparing it to all the other men's efforts that she's allowing in, that she's receiving. Whereas for a woman, it's a lot easier because women don't have to put in as much effort, especially when you're in that talking stage or when you're in that early dating stage. It's very easy to compete with other women because all you're literally doing is giving attention to him. Like, you're not really giving that many other resources to him like he would be to you. So with that being said, that's in the early dating stages. That's in the talking stages. These examples that I have to show you guys is just extreme because these women are already in relationships. The first video, let's get into, because this is a woman that is engaged and she approaches a man at the bar that is not her fiance and says something in particular that makes her, I bet you, in his eyes, the most unattractive woman in that room. This is me stitching this video 3 years ago. So let's watch the video. And women out here wonder why there's a huge group of men that are done dating and done with relationships. Because that man is not impressed. He actually thinks that lady now is probably the most unattractive person in the room. And now he understands that women can be extremely disloyal, even right before she's about to marry a man. And over time, if he has enough of these experiences, he'll probably become one of those guys that don't want a relationship and just want to chill in peace. I could not have said it better myself, guys. The millennial pause was a little bit cringeworthy, but we got through it. There's a lot to unpack about the impact on that man, right? The man that gets approached by a woman that openly says that she's engaged and about to get married and she wants to have fun for like one night with this man. Because I think that men could potentially go with it, right? And they're going to use her for that one thing, and everyone gets what they want except for her fiance. But it's, that's it, and that's done. But with that being said, I think even for that man, it ends up impacting him down the road. Because what happens when that man is now in a relationship and he has witnessed women, at least a woman, that has so openly and freely cheated on her person that she's about to make vows towards? That impacts you, okay? Now, let's say this man doesn't even go through with that. I would argue that even that has impacted him. Even her approaching him has impacted him. That's an experience, right? And if he experiences that along with multiple other similar experiences where women are just freely breaking vows, breaking promises, not being loyal to their person, that's going to make you view women in a very negative way.
Oh, that guy is so cute. Look at him, isn't he cute?
Bro, you're tripping.
He's so...
Yo, come over here, bro.
Stop.
My girl thinks you're cute.
What the...
You think it's funny playing games? I'm gonna tell him.
I was joking, bro.
Come here, dog.
No, stop.
Maybe he's got a sister for me or something. What?
You want me to go be with that dude?
You thought he was
You're gonna sit here and embarrass me like that?
How is that embarrassing?
You just told him to come over here. What the... Now he's looking at me weird.
He's got some thoughties for me, for Poppy.
He probably thinks I'm a freak.
Okay.
He probably thinks you're a freak.
Okay. Yo, dog.
Stop. Hit the gas right now and get out of here.
No, I'm about to hit someone's ass. Hopefully he's giving me
Oh my god. I'm genuinely scared. Please drive away.
What is very clear about this video is that this woman is very allergic to accountability. She does not want to take it, and she ends up trying to flip it back on him as if he's the problem for holding her accountable and for going with the whole idea of her finding this other guy attractive. Where she goes wrong is obviously the motivation behind saying that this other guy is attractive, because her motivation, I bet you 100% sure, that she was trying to make him jealous. She was trying to make her boyfriend jealous. She was trying to get a rise from him, a reaction. And in that way, his reaction and his jealousy will make her feel more secure.